Hi guys, it's Zach and welcome back to my channel. Now I am coming to you live, not really live, but I'm coming to you brows first, and I never do my brows first. Only because foundation and stuff I feel like will get on them, but I think I did it pretty well where I can just blend my foundation into what I have down and it'll be fine. But as you guys saw from the title of this video, I am going to be doing a review on the James Charles Morphe collaboration palette. If we open her up, we have 39 shades for $39. Yes, that's basically $1 per shadow, and that's really amazing. I do love the matte packaging with the little shiny lettering. I will say you will get fingerprints on it just because it's matte, but that's to be expected. But this palette's really amazing, and I did get to use it in one of my looks, and I will put it like up here. I was able to use this at school. My friend Davina purchased the palette. She brought it to school. I got to play, and I really enjoyed it, and I was like, I need to get this for myself. So I got it for myself, and I am going to do a look with it. I did watch a few reviews. I watched James' video, first of all, and then I watched the review from Raw Beauty Christy. And in James' video, he said to use an eye primer, so that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be using the Morphe Eyelid Primer in Translucent with this palette. And brush-wise, I am going to be using Sigma brushes. I don't know if that makes a difference, but Sigma brushes. I do have a code with Sigma if you guys want to purchase anything. I do make a small commission, and it does help. Like, I got new lights. Hello. I will leave that code down below. So, let's get started. So, I am first going to apply the primer to my lids. This is an eyelid primer. I don't have matte paint pot like he said to use, just because I don't have it, and I got this primer sent to me, and it is Morphe branded. So we're going to use it, and I'm just going to use a dry sponge to kind of pat it on. It is translucent, so we will see. And the kind of look I'm going to be doing is more orangey reddish because I have blue eyes. It really makes my eyes pop. Therefore, in the palette, I'm going to be working with this spectrum and maybe some of the yellow, and I'll be using these for like transition shades. And I'm really like blown away by the shade range, because you have like your neutrals and your warm tones, and then you have cool tones. I'm not even showing this to you. Okay, so you have like your neutrals and your warm tones, cool tones, and then rainbow, and then the middle is like perfect for like a basic eye look, which is really nice. So I'm going to get started. I'm going to be taking a Sigma E40. This is like an amazing blending brush, and I'm going to use it to pack on my transition. Now, I will put a disclaimer if you guys haven't seen any reviews. A lot of these shadows are pressed pigments, and pressed pigments are not deemed eye safe by the FDA, only for the fact that they do stain your lids, and therefore they see it as kind of painting your skin. But that's going to be warned. It happens mainly with like red and pink shadows. Like, I'm pretty sure you guys seen the girl go off on the shade Skip a bit too much, but that's her brand. So yeah, I'm actually going to be taking the shade right here. This one, Rusted, and that I'm going to pat into my crease to start my transition. She coats the brush. She's pigmented. I'm not going to dust it off because I want full pigment and I don't have any foundation on, so I'm not worried about fallout, to say the least. I was never ever worried about fallout. Like, I don't care. So let's add this to the crease. Now I am patting it just to get the full color intensity payoff. I don't like to swipe, or I do go in circular motions, but I do not like to swipe when I put in my transition for my crease. I just don't like it to look muddy, and you can see right here it's already blending so beautifully. And I'm going to bring that all the way over to the inner corner. Stunning! Like, actually I'm going to add some, like, right here to the corner. Just to the corner. I'm going to be doing one eye on camera and then one eye off camera, just to save some time. I mean, this video is going to be long because I'm going to talk, but so far, bomb.com. I am now going to go in with the shade B, which is the yellow shade on the same brush. I went ahead and cleaned it off with my color switch. And we're going to pat that right above and start to blend in the yellow to create like this fire type transition. Again, I'm patting first, and then later on I will go in and I will blend. And then I'm going to go back in with Rested on the other side of the brush, just to add more of that shade into the crease to, you know, bring back what we've lost. And then I'm going to go in and blend the two. Now going in with the shade Canvas on a Sigma E55, I'm going to pat that underneath the brow bone. I'm not going to be using the white shade because I don't want this to be like so dramatic and so harsh. I want it to be colorful but wearable. And again, we are patting. And as you can see right here, the shade did cover some of the B shade, but we will quickly fix that with the same blending brush we used earlier to add some of that color back. And honestly, blending it into the Canvas shade is giving us the blend that I go for. I typically take a really long time to blend my eyes because I don't like any harsh lines. And with my hooded eyes, I really have to be careful at where I place colors and shadows. So now I am going in with the shade No Beans, which is a brown. I believe it's the darkest brown. It's right next to the shade Spooky. And we are going to pat that right here underneath all of the blending that we did to further deepen the crease. I'm putting this right in my socket bone because I don't want to ruin any of the blending that I put on top. And when I close my eyes, it'll be easier for you to see it. I am going to be doing a half cut crease just because I've gotten into like the groove of doing those more, and I've actually started to appreciate them more. I was going to do a video entitled I Hate Cut Creases and 3 Reasons Why, but I didn't want anyone to get triggered. Then going back, oh, by the way, this was a Sigma E38. And then we're going to go back in with our blending brush and take the shade Rusted and a little bit of B and blend out that line. So I have my crease cut, and I'm going to start off with the shade Ring Light. Then go into the shade Boutique and finish it off. Alright, with that blended and added on, that's basically the eyeshadow. I'm going to do the other side off camera and finish my face, and we will come back for final thoughts and all that. So I finished my face, if you're wondering. Foundation was the Dermablend Pro Flawless Creator Drops. Powder was this shell powder from Makeup Designery. Blush was the Sigma Powder Blush in Hotspot. And now we are going to do highlight. And I want to do what my friend Karen, aka K-Swiss here on YouTube did. And I want to kind of try some of these shades as a highlight, so I'm thinking about using the shade Face, because it's definitely big enough to be a highlighter. So I'm first going to spray my face. And while that is still a little wet, go in and apply it right on the high points of my cheeks. And she works, if you can't see that glow. She works very nice. I really am... That's beautiful. Wow, okay. Do you guys see that glow? Yes, ma'am. Do you guys see? My skin is glowing, honey. Yes, look. These cheeks. This palette is really, like, universal. I'm pretty sure I could have contoured with some of these shades, but I didn't want to do that. Okay, so I am going to throw on some lashes and a lip off camera, and I will be back for my final thoughts. I am actually just going to get right down to it and say it. If you are a makeup enthusiast, a makeup artist, or just someone who likes makeup in general, you would be a fool not to buy this palette. It literally has every single color you need. It has your brights, your neutrals, your darks. It's overall like the palette of my dreams. Anyway, palette gets 5 stars. This look gets 4.5 stars. I definitely enjoyed using the eyeshadow shade Face as a highlighter. It definitely brings out my cheekbones. These lashes, by the way, are from Extreme Lashes in their style Kendall. And the lip I am wearing, I just had it, is by Pop Beauty in collaboration with Vic Bram. I got this in PR, and this is the shade Basic B. So yeah, guys, I definitely think you should guys go get this palette. It's amazing. And until next time, guys, don't forget to like, favorite, subscribe, hit that bell notification, get notified every time I post. And I will see you guys on the next one. Bye, guys.